I hollered, "Shoot, seatbelts." Then I pulled the chute. And that's just such a gorgeous feeling. It is holding and we're going down on the chute, the whole airplane. And that was just such a beautiful feeling, a feeling of comfort and joy, you might say.
We are at AERO, the grand show for light aircraft in Europe. Thanks to VRS Parachutes for allowing us to make some of these videos here. We're speaking with Roberto Marica.
Yes.
Pretty close?
Yes, you're right.
Pretty close. Okay. Roberto is with Magnahi, which is the manufacturer of the SkyArrow now. And we're going to ask a few questions, but one thing we see, Roberto, is you're using the new IS fuel-injected engine.
Yes, we started developing this new installation after several requests from our customers. The main feature we appreciate is the endurance. One of the main modifications we performed in the new SkyArrow after Magnahi, after starting with Magnahi, is the wind fuel tank.
And then we used to have the fuel tank inside, yes.
Only inside.
And now it's in the wing.
We can reach 7 hours endurance with the carburetors. But customers are asking us more.
For even more.
Even more. Then the next step is we can't fill the wing with the fuel.
Sure.
Because, otherwise we have to reduce the payload. Then the most clever choice was to try to propose the IS engine. And yesterday I read that Rotax discovered that
even better.
Endurance is even better. Fuel consumption is even less than 21%. Is more or less, I read,
36%. They said,
and
yes.
7 hours plus 36. We are almost 10 hours.
8 or 10 hours of
10 hours, and we think that our customer can be satisfied because at 10 hours in this category of aircraft is
a long time.
Very hard to
too long for me. But it's nice. I discovered on a long trip myself, if you have this long, you don't have to buy fuel in places that maybe you're not so sure.
In some countries, like Asia, Africa, it's not easy to refuel in every airfield.
Right. So this is useful for this.
And that is the main purpose. We are testing IS.
Excellent. So we also talked to Roberto about your success in some other countries. You spoke of Brazil. Tell us a little more what you have going in Brazil.
We are main business of Magnahi is the manufacturing of landing.
You make some large landing gear for big airplanes.
Yes, in particular for Embraer.
For Embraer, okay.
In order to make a closer partnership with them, Magnahi is participating in a company there in Brazil.
I see, okay.
The same city of Embraer. And we are going to manufacture SkyArrow there.
You're going to manufacture
yes,
there, not just sell
their
there.
country. We were there last month at the LAAD show. More targeted to defense and security.
I see.
And frankly, we were impressed by their potential. It is a very huge market and very clever people.
Yeah, Brazil's very successul, and Brazil with a lot of flying and a lot of pilots. But they also accept the ASTM standards for light sport aircraft.
Yes.
So it's you do it here, and you have it there pretty easily.
The same aircraft we can cover several markets, starting from the first one for the LSA was the US, then the Brazilian, and with that other SkyArrow we are applying for CS LSA in Europe too.
Excellent.
One only aircraft. Different
That's good. It's much easier than the old way of doing it.
Even
this is the new way now.
Even for the manufacturing points of view.
Sure, right. And Magnahi does.
Logistics and
you have all kinds of type certified products already in Magnahi.
Yes.
So this is a fairly simple project for you to make this airplane.
Yes. That is the business. This is the passion. we like to say.
We like that. That's good.
We like to say because of course. Main business.
Sure. we see the highest engine in the United States on a SkyArrow?
We are proposing that. We are proposing there, and it's one of our highest engine, a repeater for the trainer version for the backseat pilot, new left wing, new wing, and lots of new modification after the many modifications we performed in the last year.
Excellent.
Now we can say that these are very different than the other ones we were having to see before with the
Okay. One more thing I want to mention, and then I want to ask for your web address, please. You are still supporting the hand-controlled method for pilots that are not able to use their legs?
Yes. The answer is yes.
You have it in that aircraft?
Yes, we have the disabled control.
Beautiful.
And of course, we offer for free to all the pilots asking.
Well, thank you very much for that support for those people who need that assistance. Oftentimes those who have served their country, and that's very nice. Thank you. Now, we've given some information. You've given us some good details, Roberto. Thank you. Where can we go on the website to get more details from SkyArrow?
www.skyarrow.it.
Very good.
You can find everything you need.
Excellent. I have information on the SkyArrow. I've flown this airplane. I love it a lot. You can find that on bydanjohnson.com or bydanjohnson.com. Thanks a lot for joining us here at AERO.
Keeping life in a good-natured perspective is a common practice of pilots.
Come on. Come on.
Rancher and pilot Albert Kolk will tell you that. Especially after the flying adventure he, his grandson Jordan, and two friends endured on a nighttime flight back from Seattle, crossing the rugged Magnahi Mountains in British Columbia.
It was a beautiful night. You could distinguish that. You could distinguish the odd river and some water below, but that's about all. There was no moon, but very bright, clear night. So everything was going well until something went wrong.
I'd completely forgotten about the shoot right about then. And then he said shoot, and I remembered, and all of a sudden, just like everything kind of put it in perspective a bit. It was a lot nicer. You realize that you do have some security, some safety in that.
I hollered, shoot, seatbelts, and I pulled back the power, turned off the ignition and whatever needed to be done. Then I pulled the chute. There was a little explosion, which was good to hear. It's kind of loud, but it's good to hear that explosion. But what was even better to hear, when that parachute started to deploy. And when it first starts to deploy, there's that ring above that holds it for a ways, and then it starts to deploy more and more. And that's just such a gorgeous feeling. It is holding, and we're going down on the chute, the whole airplane. And that was just such a beautiful feeling, a feeling of comfort and joy, you might say.
Albert's airplane floated safely to the ground.
We got a great landing. The parachute hooked a tree, and it brought us around really slowly and set us down on, it was a fairly steep incline, but it was set us down in a really nice place. There was no trees. There was trees on both sides of us, but not where we landed. It was almost the perfect landing spot.
And you all walked away.
Yeah, everybody got out of the plane and walked away without a bruise, without a scratch, without anything.
What is your life worth? What is the life of your loved ones worth? The ones you carry, whether it's your grandson or granddaughter or child or girlfriend or wife? What's their life worth? Can you count that in dollars and cents? No way. Pull the chute, you walk away.